Much of a rapper, but he's not much of a rapper at all, but he sure gets the biggest celebrity spots, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he does well translated through another language, but every time I hear him on a song, just one ranking above sucks.
That was a clip from the brand new show Insane Clown Posse Theater. It's great. Premiered on the Fuse channel just last week. For over 20 years now, the Masters of Horrorcore have made millions performing for their freakishly loyal fan base, all without the support of the mainstream media or even hand soap for that matter. And August 7th marks the beginning of their annual Gathering of the Juggalos Festival in Cave in Rock, Illinois, which is an amazing, amazing event. I think I'm taking my mom. Please join me in welcoming Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope to the most powerful name in news. I think that's us. Good to have you guys here.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here, brother.
It's an honor to have you here. I was just saying, this is like the blending of two worlds together.
Wait, you talking about us and Baker?
No, okay, tell me what to expect from the new show first, because I'm excited.
Brutal honesty.
Yes?
Yeah, when people suck, we're going to let them know they suck. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to dance around it or try not to hurt any feelings. We don't care about hurting feelings. We're stepping on feelings and squishing them out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But we're at the same time, something's good. We're just as quick to, give it its proper dues and whatnot.
Right.
We're not out there just to hate everything,
You're fair and balanced.
Exactly.
Everything we say is real, 100% factual, and we did our studies and everything we say is 100% fact.
That's why we believe it, that even if you're not into this band or our music or our tactics or whatever, people will realize it, and once they hear us talk, they might find themselves saying, you know what, I never thought I liked them, but I do agree with them, you know what I'm saying? I do agree with what they're saying, because we speak that brutal truth, proudly.
The truth is just not makeup deep. It goes down inside you. It's the opposite of red eye, where everything we say is false.
Yeah.
It's skin deep. We have no research whatsoever. We do no homework. I got to ask you, I'm intrigued always by the phenomenon. You're not a group. You actually are a following. You're like, you've got this massive, intense fan base that will basically follow you anywhere. You have the gathering every year. What is it that makes you guys different and touches so many people in a perverse way?
I'm not exactly sure what the hell that is, because honestly, we've always, in the beginning, we just thought we were a rap group. Simple as that, a rap group, hip-hop group, just like everybody else, Two Line Crew had two rappers. What made us different other than the face paint, which comes in rock and roll history?
Yes.
Alice Cooper, Kiss, people have done that for years. So we didn't think we were that different. But then after years and years and years of neither side wanting to claim us, rap doesn't want us on their side, rock doesn't want us on their side, we kind of fell into this nether void of nothingness where we claimed our own zone, We've been there ever since. But it's hard to be that different because sometimes we accomplish something, proudly and big, and everybody says, oh, they don't count. You know what I'm saying? That's ICP, they don't count, they're not real. Like, even though we've sold millions of records, if you pick up an encyclopedia of rock and roll, which covers both rap and rock and every other kind of music, you won't see us in the eyes, no matter what. Even though we've sold millions of records, we're just missing from those eyes, And all we want to do is count. We want people to say that, they exist too.
Yeah.
They're part of the industry somewhere.
But does that really matter to you? Does that piss you off, or does it just like, yeah, whatever?
Well, it does piss us off because juggalos are real people, and we want to know that we're just there. Our contention is there. Our punches are to be felt as well. You know what I mean? Our voice is to be heard. You know what I'm saying? We want to be heard.
See, I think it's a class thing. I think it's a class thing because the people who are rock critics are elitist, college grads.
And failed musicians.
And failed musicians, that's exactly right. And by the way, when they go to a bar and they talk to women, they always will say they're a critic, but they're also in a band.
Right.
And then the band you've never heard of.
Right.
No. And then the woman is usually dissatisfied. When they go to a concert, they end up having sex with the person in the band in front of the rock critic.
Of course. What they rather do is Of course.
Rock critics never have STDs, though. That's the upside.
Because they never get
You can't get STDs from your hand.
No.
Unless you've been shaking Bones' hand.
Yeah. Unless you work for Rolling Stone.
Yeah, or Bill.
Yeah, because they're infected with STDs. Let's talk about your fans, because I'm fascinated by their dedication. The FBI designated them as a gang. Did you guys sue the FBI or what happened?
Yes, we're in the definitely, you know. And the thing about that, the thing about the FBI coming down and saying the Juggalos are a gang, once again, you know, we don't count. You know what I'm saying? We don't count. And that sucks, man. They don't know, people fear what they don't understand, and they see 10,000 people gathering in the woods, in the middle, literally in the middle of nowhere, and they say, well, it's for ICP, so it's not about music. Well, it must be about something. It must be a gang rally. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Your fan base was, isn't that true? They were actually declared by the Bureau as a gang?
Yes. They said FBI, not CIA.
Oh, they say the CIA. No. They consider Sinatra fans a gang.
Here's where it affects people, though. Here's where it affects people is when, you know, if you're saying, let's say you're wearing a hatchet charm or something, you know what I mean? And you get pulled over or you got this tattooed on your arm. Next thing you know, you're in the file as a gang member.
Yeah.
And let's say a year later you get popped for a little bag of weed or something. You don't get sentenced as a regular person. You get sentenced as a gang member under the gang file, you know. Or let's say something even more severe. You go to join the military of some sort, but you got this tattooed on your arm. Next thing you know, you don't get to join. You're rejected.
Yeah.
You get punished for listening to ICP, you know.
And we heard of like cases where people get like probation and parole violations for having a tattoo on them of something of ours. You know what I'm saying? Something that represents Juggalos or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
People fighting custody for their children, and their wife or whoever's attorney brings up the fact that they're a gang member. They're not a gang member. They're just a lover of music.
The Juggalos are like now an aggrieved group because they are being persecuted.
I have a Judy Garland tattoo all over my back, and I've never had any problems.
That's not a tattoo. That's psoriasis, Bill. You should get it.
This is a miracle.
Hey, I want to.
As you get older, the Judy Garland tattoo turns into Ethel Merman.
Well, it's Eliza now.
All right, you two shut up. I want to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back for part 2. How's that?